Hello again, everyone. It is your Black Knight, and wow, nothing really quite stands out like a plain Jane minivan at Karin. That's just, this will grab your attention. I can see it from a mile away. Here we have the Vivanite, because apparently an SUV, not a van. There is a vans class, but this is considered an SUV. All right. And what do we do with this baby? I really don't know what our options are here. I mean, it's going to be a racing van. Both, I mean, I'm going to do two of these, so they are, it is HSW available. I wonder why on some of these I missed the armor, because the armor is not showing up. I feel like, you know, so we've got the HSW brakes. Let's see, engine is HSW. We have the turbo. Electric. This has mode instead of turbo, right? So it's electric or hybrid or something. It's a thing. Liveries. What kind of weirdness? There are only 3 liveries?
You can eat me left to right. You can bite me up and down.
That's cheap and cheesy. Come on. We can either go completely ridiculous. With the same house you can get. It doesn't really appeal to me. I'm going to be honest with you. And you got the Elite, but we're not Elite yet. And that still probably wouldn't appeal to me. I've got one with Elite. Alright, so we're going plain Jane. Probably both directions on this. Huh. Alright, well, bumpers, front bumpers. Chrome bull bar. I don't know that I've ever seen a minivan with a bull bar. That's just not a thing. These are from the Castigator. They just stole the stuff off the Castigator. That's all, and they didn't make sense on the Castigator. So stock it is, rear. Again, this is exactly, yeah. Cheap and cheesy on that. Okay, so I guess we're going stock with that. Exhaust, custom, ovals, side-facing exhaust, titanium tipped. Finally getting to double, which, depending on your angle, they almost look like they're different sizes, but they're not. You have to get the right angle in there. Couple oval exhausts. I guess it's a hybrid, but it's electric, you know, so it's mostly gets as far from electric, but double titanium. I mean, is that as fancy as we can make this? What's this stock exhaust? Is just a single. I mean, dual exhaust on a hybrid, unless it's extremely powerful. If you've got something where you have 500 horsepower from the gas engine and another 5 from, you know, all right, maybe, but if it's got like a 200 horsepower motor or something, just hold on a sec.
Yellow niblets on a cob. Eating corn's a yummy job. Corn.
Okay, so a Toyota Sienna has 245 horsepower from the whole hybrid drivetrain, which is probably not going to require this much exhaust, but it's GTA and this is House. It is supposed to be reworked by Howe to something next level, so let's assume he's done more with the motor than anything else. Okay, we've got stock grill, plastic chrome, secondary. Well, at least we can play with secondaries here, I guess. Secondary vertical grill, honeycomb. I mean, the stock grill is the fanciest and danciest of the grills. Wow, this is like, I had totally planned to not make this. Vented for what? Primary hood scoop. Why would you ram air here? GT hood. Oh, then we get into the house forge. Boy, I tell you what, I normally pick that, but that's really not working for me. All right, it's either the GT or the scoop. Well, it's not like it's aerodynamic. Also, didn't we have enough scoped here? Because those are going to the brakes, not the main radiator. Could this be ram air for the... All right, fine. Here we go. Ram air. Lights. Headlights. I don't know what color we're doing any of that yet, but we already have the layout, I think. And livery, that was a complete waste of time. Mirrors. Primary. Yeah, let's go primary stock. The mode's been done. The plate, I think, will leave generic. Respray. Primary color. Obviously, this thing needs something. A chameleon color of some nature. I mean, this... Anodized red pearl, which let's just call it what it is, brown. Anodized blue pearl. I mean, this would put me in mind of my old 96 Windstar color, but... Put you in mind of. Anodized blue pearl is a thought. Gold pearl. I feel like I've overdone the gold at this point. Not in a minivan. I did. There was a gold Windstar downtown for sale. Did not buy that one. Tried to talk a buddy into buying because I already had one. I had a white one. Green blue flip. I feel like maybe we want to. There's a lot of good options here. Where are the freebies? Because, you got black prismatic. Got the plain blue-green flip. I don't know if that calls to me on anything. I mean, it's a unique kind of... It's a more subdued flip. There's nothing wrong with that. And the off-white pearl is just what we started with. For the most part. It's just a pearl version of what we had. It does show off the lines nicely. We've got hardly anything in the way of livery. You've got this huge billboard side where you could do whatever you want here. You could do so many liveries, and we've got two. I don't know. Or this might be one for Rusty Jack. We might do that on the Rusty Jack side of things, because everything's orange over there. Off-white pearl, I mean, doesn't look that much different, does it? It gives it a little bit more color depth, I admit. Just wow. I mean, what if we go? Let's say, just for the heck of it, we make our own mix here. More color options. What if we did like a harbor blue with a wild pearlescent? That looks great to me, but mariner blue. Just blue. Saxon. Got your midnight going. Lime. Gasoline green looks like it kind of works a little bit here too, but I mean, we need to think how are we going to spark it up. That kind of does almost match my Hawaiian shirt. It's cheap enough. Let's experiment here. Okay, so then you go pearlescent. Yeah, up at least into the blues here. Light blue pearlescent, ultra blue. A little ultra blue over gasoline green. It's not a radical look. Let's think about it. What if we do like lime green over it? I feel like I've done that before. Bright green. Hot pink. I feel like that's been done a lot in the it's been done before. Okay, those kind of just give it a little bit. Let's try ultra blue. I'm thinking that might be the path. Create my own chameleon color here. It's gasoline green and ultra blue. This could get repainted a few times here, I think. Because that is secondary. What is our... let's do a metallic ultra blue again. For the secondary. Because that is the... where is it? There it is. A little ultra blue on there just to pick up. Roll cage. Padded roll cage. Well, at least it makes it a little interesting. Roof accessories. Chrome roof bars. Chrome large roof rack. Primary roof box, secondary roof box, surfboards, personally I don't surf, but I can see that working. See if we could have had a livery that that made this a Woody, wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe the arrow version here. Normally I would go secondary, but I mean that's a little bit excessive. Like I think you need some. We'll go with this for right now. Skirts. Get some secondary side skirts going. First, chrome side slats, primary. There's no secondary. Secondary sports skirts is as good as we're gonna get here.
All dressed up and nowhere to go.
Spoiler. Secondary arch spoiler. Okay, that gives it a little bit of something. Secondary competition is kind of neat. Primary would look a bit more integrated, don't you think? That isn't even an option. It has to look kind of slapped on there. Okay.
Ready for
It's
some
a spoiler.
downforce?
With all that on there, does the secondary roof box look more integrated now? Guess we'll see. Spoilers, suspensions already slammed, wheels. Wheel type. Could do high-end stuff. It is an SUV. None of these are my usual. Let's see. What if we do off-roaders? Rugged Snowflake, Concave Rally Masters. Okay, what if we do Concave Rally Masters? I realize that there are other possibilities. You can go through them all, blah, 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 blah. A Concave Rally Masters, wheel color. Yeah, but prismatic, well, no. Bright blue is probably your closest to ultra blue. Baby blue, bright blue. Tires, tire enhancements, tire design, alternate radials. Already got the light smoke. This is not good. This is somehow not. I'm unhappy with this. Let's go back to respray. Primary color. Do any of the chameleons work with this? It feels so cliche. I feel like I've done it before. I mean, that does work. Is it less interesting than this, though? Is this, you know... They do the whole thing ultra blue. Ultra blue on ultra blue with ultra blueness. We might be able to. Let's try. I can always go back to it because what the heck? It's not like we're short of money. What if we did Harbor Blue? That with the ultra blue. You strip out the green. Does that work a little better? I mean, it's very Detroit Lions. Ecologist run. You do the whole thing. Well, you get blue prismatic pearl for the wheels. We do blue-green flip. I mean, if we're gonna do blue-green flip, off-white pearl. I mean, if we do that, secondary, lose that altogether. What if we match them up? Is it less daring?
Dress to impress.
Yeah. Wheels, wheel color. Little blue prismatic pearl. Is it less daring? Yes. free. I can go back for free. Let me, what if we made the secondary? Oh, respray. This would at least give it kind of a Mid-Valley Spartans look.
Beautiful.
Or, there you got your actual ice white, which is more of a pure thing. Now if we escape out of that, now we've still got the awful. I don't know if I can tell the difference. What one do we even have? Let's go with this as it is. Exit the shop. All right, what are we gonna do with Rusty Jacks?
What?
All right, knowing that we have limited options, we could probably zip right through this.
What's that?
Armor, okay, I did the armor on that one. Brakes, I did. Bumpers, there's nothing to that. I'm not putting castigator stuff on this. Exhaust, yeah, double titanium for whatever reason.
She's gonna sing.
Is that cutting through? Is that clipping? No, it's just rubbing. Grill, same. Hoods, you know. Hood, what do we want to do? No, we're not doing those. Let's put the GT hood on this one.
All dressed up and nowhere to
Let's
go.
have something different. Lights,
Mimi's
headlights.
sick, but she don't go harder than me,
See
yo.
orange.
I mean, like, almost. But this player gonna keep you guessing,
Or
you
better
know?
yet, headlights give me purple. Yeah, purple. Neon kit, neon color, purple. Livery, forget about it. Mode, make sure it's there. Respray, primary, chameleon, in honor of Broughy 1322 becoming a father. We'll go with an orange-purple flip on this. For his orange and purple, you give his channel colors.
Beautiful.
Secondary, same.
Did you see that SA flexing his new
we
supercharger
went to
last
chrome.
week? Shit was too hard.
Purple green flip. No, I don't orange purple flip.
Dress to impress.
I mean, I could do breaking from the bruffiness. I could do some anodized blue pearl on this just to set it off, like the orange and blue of my own stuff. But you know, to get the purple, it's all just too busy. White, no. Let's leave it matching for right now.
Not racing a day.
Can always
Fresh paint
change
got
later.
me paranoid. You feel me?
Roll cage, yeah, we'll do a roll cage. Roof accessories this time. Yeah, wooden surfboard, why not? Skirts, secondary sides. Primary slats.
Hey, player.
No.
Make sure you check out my latest
I
rides.
just want the secondary sports skirt. Spoiler. Sports spoiler? Did I just go with a regular sporty kind of sports? I think we did the competition on the other one. That kind of works with the surfboard, don't you think? Yeah, they both do. Let's do it that way. Just to be different, we're already slammed. Wheels, wheel type, muscle.
Feeling the vibe,
Chromes,
you know? Vroom, vroom,
Mercedes,
skirt.
of course.
Yeah.
Because you can't get, I don't think you can get orange this flip here. You can get the blue And that's just going to clash the blue tramp. Like, watch. If we do stock rims, mercenaries, and then we go to wheel color, blue prismatic pearl. That just doesn't look good. Off-white pearl, no. Now you're into the normal stuff. So let's just go
seeing
wheel
the
type.
homies and homegirls together
Buy 'em
talking about
all
their
over again
four-wheel
from
babies gets me
mercenaries
all
for
revved up.
72,000. Well, let's throw that money around. Tires, tire design, yeah, they should already be bulletproof and tire smoke purple. Purple to offset the orange, the bruffiness. If I seemed unenthused,
I'll let you.
it's because I am here. I wanted to find a nice livery and build off of that. And it's just not a thing. I tell you what, right in the first gears, not very quick. You need second and third, I guess. Yeah, it gets there. It gets to a top speed. My job, the races, the Chiliad hot lap route. We do the Chiliad hot lap route. SUVs. Maybe I'll be more excited with the Astron Custom. Maybe the Astron Custom, which you see there, which is not yet customized, will have more customization. Like, see, there's the castigator with that funky, with the funky castigator kind of bull bars on it that they wanted to give to this, which makes no sense. None. Custom Vivanite. So I think it's a matter of, not that this is bad. I think it looks fine. It's just that I wanted to do more. And more was not an option. Use chrome secondary maybe, just to... It just doesn't seem to fit, you know? This one we want to jump off. That worked out well. For something with dual exhaust, it has almost no exhaust note. It's like it's pure electric. Maybe that's been added for efficiency. Just sheer expensiveness. There's a little bit of engine note. I guess you wouldn't expect this to have a big growly, engine note, but it is supposed to be the fastest around the track for Broughy 13.2, very close to the Astron Custom. I think the Astron has the better top speed. This one has a little bit more grip, so they're nigh on to the same time, but this one technically takes the top spot. But will it take us to the top of Chiliad? See that segue? Wow. I think I've done this a couple times. Alright, going up sideways. Not take two, alright? I'm expecting it to have grip. I'm expecting it to have enough power. This shouldn't be an issue. I'm not carrying a lot of momentum, but I don't think it's bogging. It seems like it has enough torque to do the thing. It can do this. I'm hoping. Yep. will come now. Now stop going on your side. Is that this thing's foible? Is it tends to flop over? Is it? What happened here? No. Back up. Back up. Try again. Okay. Calmly. Calmly. Boom. Okay, we're good. That was a little unsettling. It's an interesting thing. At very low, call it RPM, I guess, at low speeds, it doesn't have a lot of power. It gets its power, say, second gear on, if it's not like CVT. Very unelectric of it. Odd. It's definitely odd. And we get up, we get the thing. Let us take it down. Not down the hill this way. No, wait. Why does this thing keep having these excursions off the path? Okay, we've recovered again. Because it's a minivan, it's an SUV. It's designed for excursions. Ha ha ha. No, not that way. I can see myself buying a Toyota someday, but a Toyota minivan. But I love my RAV. My RAV4, but you know. Right now I still have the Windstar. It's running strong. I'm really not fond of exploding. Okay, there we are. I was trying to flip that around and it was not having any bit of it. Come on. Yeah, I'm on. And I'm really not fond of anything electric or hybrid because of the unbelievable long-term expenses associated with changing the batteries out. Yeah, like hybrids and electrics are great if you're going to lease. Or you're going to sell it as soon as, you know, you start getting 80% of your battery life. Oh, look at that. Back door slides open. Oh, I hit the brakes and slammed shut. Okay, well, at least they're greased. It seems definitely slowed down by being off-road. I wonder if it has a good off-road traction mass. I mean, it's got enough grip to get up and down. This is a survivable. Oh, if you can get on the rails, then it takes off. So it must have at least a standard off-road traction mass, because when we're off, the rails really drags. Prepare for the handbrake dismount, which I've been developing here. That's where you crank the handbrake to try to get it to rotate as much as possible, and then hopefully get aimed in the right direction. I don't know if that's a useful thing or not. And then it moves a lot better on the road. This is definitely not an off-roader. It's exactly what you'd expect it to be. Wow, and I went to the shallow side of that. Imagine if I had gone the other way. It looks plenty beat up at this point. And again, it likes to do that. It's Habanero Part 2, probably not quite that bad. So let's... I think it would have enough speed to make it on the... if it wasn't for the off-road traction loss issue. But it loses so much speed off-road. That's a tough surfboard, though. They don't make them like that anymore. It was passed down from generations. Generations of surfers. I've never surfed. Just, full disclosure. That's not a thing I've done. Not really a thing I plan to do. Maybe floating out on a boogie board, laying on my chest, but that's about, you know, not really this kind of thing. Philosophically, I try to surf. You gotta keep things balanced and ride the wave because you can't control the wave. I guess it looks good enough. I guess they both look good enough. They didn't match what my image was, what my plan was. And sometimes that's life, and you just have to go with what's good enough. This is certainly good enough. And let's do the thing. Patoomf! Well, there you have it. Wide open as a minivan should be. There's your fancy dancy hybrid engine with all sorts of hybridness, I guess. Yeah, it's. I have to admit, I think you should have a third row in here for the size of it. Of course, maybe the third row comes out and it's folded down and just for extra storage in the back. And why would you have a third row? Because it might get in the way of the roll bars. It's funky. It's quick enough. It does its thing in the SUVs class. I'm just crushed that there are hardly any liveries for it. It's like they had to put the house liveries on it because it's an HSW car, and no, nothing else. It's a minivan, no liveries. Vans are where it's supposed to get liveries. Lots of liveries. No liveries. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is your Black Knight. Have a great night.